Hey guys, what's going on? Just thought we'd make a update video. We did a giveaway a couple weeks back, and we chose the winner. Thought we'd update you guys on who the winner was.
But I think you should. I think you should tell them how honestly you chose the winner because it kind of impressed me too. I've never even heard of that before.
Yeah, well, what I did is I liked the giveaways. Anything I ever do, I like it to be really random. I used a website called random.org.
How random is that?
What I did is, if you've never been to random.org, you go there. Has a little thing on the right side. You can put 1 to however many numbers you want to choose and hit generate. It generates a number. It generated a number, and then I went to our sub list and counted on our sub list to that number. And I think each time I go in there, the more subs we get, it kind of arranges the thing around so it's even more.
Speaking of that, how many subscribers do we have now, Chase?
I think we're up to like 157 right now. Thank you guys for subbing. Keep subbing. We like it.
Yeah.
But so I mean, it was pretty much random from random.org and then random from our sub list. And the winner of the hat that we were giving away, the guy's name is the Man X Golfer, but I think the X is silent, so it's the Man Golfer. So he'll be receiving that hat in the mail. Keep subscribing. We're gonna have more giveaways
every month. We'll
yeah.
find something to kind of keep your interest in watching our videos.
Yeah, we'll have something come up in April.
Yep.
So if you haven't subbed yet and you're just watching these videos because you like them, hit that sub button because that'll put you on the list, and that's all you gotta do to win these gifts. Hopefully, the more subs we get, hopefully those prizes will get better and better that we can just give away. I think we'll be doing that. So hit that sub button. We'll have some more giveaways coming up here pretty soon. One in April.
Yeah, the other thing I think we want to talk about is we really appreciate the comments that we've been getting. I just completed with Chase, for me it was a Y is in the bag, where I talked about my really good friend Brian Pointeland and his experience and my experience with trying to find the right combination of clubs in his golf bag, and I was really impressed. We got a message back from a 13-year-older who is shooting in the 80s right now, and I love the comments, and it was probably for that young of a golfer a great question. Chase, I don't know if you saw it. He wanted to know. He said he can shoot well, he can play well, but when he gets under pressure on the greens, he sort of has a tough time with that. And I think that is exactly the kind of missing links that we want to talk about, and not just how you hold the putter or why you hold the putter, but those are the things that brings the score down, and that's really what we're all about is talking about ways that can improve your score. We're all subject to that. I mean, we have our moments, and I wanted to talk about me. I was talking with Chase about my kind of comeback. I had neck surgery about a year ago. I have a metal plate in my neck that kind of really messed my golf up for a while. Chase was giving me a bad time because he said I was hitting the ball so short. And it made me feel bad, but right after I started trying to come back after neck surgery, I blew my knee out.
Yeah.
And so it's been a slow road for me. And but you know what? It doesn't matter. I think we do the best we can. We have some experience, and just the things that we do, we share with each other. And I think that's the important thing, Chase.
Yeah, I think so too. We really enjoyed that question, and it's something that I've experienced in the last few years is playing under pressure, because I seem to crack really big time and have
You're not alone.
No, we'll have two bad holes that are just horrible, and the rest around will be pretty decent, and it's just.
And I think it's those things that we want to really talk about. And I bring up little tidbits of information from time to time. I don't even know if you know this, Chase, but one of the little known statistics on Tiger Woods. I don't know if I've ever told you this even, but I think, and this is maybe not the Tiger Woods we're seeing today, but when Tiger Woods was at the height and number one for so long in the golf world, one of the little known statistics about Tiger Woods was his score immediately following a bad hole. Tiger Woods had the lowest scoring average on a hole following a double bogey or higher. And to me, that said a lot about the quality of his play. He didn't get hooked into a bad hole and make another bad hole and then another bad hole. He simply went back to business and led the tour in that little statistic. And I love that about the guy.
That's an awesome statistic actually, because I'll go out there, I'll get a double bogey, and I'll follow it up with a slice out of bounds or something on the next hole, and follow it up with another double bogey.
All of a sudden you get a bogey, then the next hole you bogey, then the next hole you're looking for a tourniquet to stop the bleeding. You know what I'm saying? And you wonder where it comes from, because it's the same guy that goes out and shoots under par. The first 15 holes before that. It's just crazy, but that's what golf is. And while I have always contended that golf is more physical than mental, there is a mental edge in there, and it's sort of a thought, and I think we really want to talk about those types of things, and talk about those types of experiences and sort of the why. And I think those are the things that sort of bring us as let's face facts. I mean, you guys are watching this not because we're the brightest bulbs in the pack, but you watch it because you love golf. And we all share that. I wouldn't even be doing this if it wasn't for Chase, kind of being interested in doing a project like this with me. I hope you guys appreciate the fact that my little grandson is running around there. And to me, that makes it all worthwhile. So we're just going to look at all those things as we go forward on that. We'll also bring more fun golf courses as soon as the weather gets better. And we'll go play and sort of kind of report on that. We're very competitive, so we talk about being competitive with each other. I may be old and falling apart, but Chase still has a tough time beating me.
Yeah, I sure do.
Yeah.
We want to help you guys not to follow a double bogey with another one.
Yeah, and to that is mental more than physical.
Yep.
And so those are the kinds of things that I really believe are mental. But we've talked about why we wanted to do this, and I think we're spot on in that. Do appreciate the comments, do appreciate the encouragement, and our intent has always been clearly to bring our love of golf to you. And maybe if you just have an open mind for consideration, that maybe some of the things that Chase is experiencing in his game, that I've experienced over the 50 years that I've been playing golf, you could kind of look at that for yourself. I've been very clear on this from the very beginning, and I'm not going to get off this. There's no fix-all. There isn't a tip that anybody can give you that's going to cure your golf game. Tips never work. I am a 100% believer in that. It's about what we do as a practice and what we bring into our own experience of the golf game. And so that's why I said at the very beginning, my swing, I don't want anyone to swing like me. I got an awful golf swing. It was better when I was younger and thinner maybe. But you know what, Chase will tell you, I get around the golf course, and he may not be pretty always, but I still get around the golf course.
Yeah.
And so I still have some opportunities left in an old guy like me, and that could be you too. And that's why I love listening to a 13-year-old kid sending in a question about being. I love that, and I love that you're playing golf. And I'd love that intelligent of a question about your own game and where you're experiencing that. Let me tell you right now, you are in the right place. That's where you should be. And for you to ask that question, you're going to get past that so much quicker than somebody that isn't even smart enough to ask the question. So that's pretty great.
Yeah. And as you said, with swings, every swing is different. We don't want to change your swing to look like Rory's swing or Tiger's swing. You have your own swing. And
and it really isn't just about swings. If it were about swings, then you'd see a lot different. It's about what we talked about and are really going to defend this position. It's about that 100-yard in. It's about what happens after the swings, because Walter Hagen, there was nothing really pretty about his golf swing. He hit the ball all over the golf course, and yet he figured out that 2 bad shots of 1 good shot still makes a par.
Yeah.
And one of my biggest heroes of my entire life, hopefully some of you younger guys have heard of him. He passed away recently, Seve Ballesteros. This guy was fearless. He didn't matter where he hit the golf ball. He just found it and made the best of it, and had the best short game on the planet. And that made him just beat everybody's lights out. That's where it's at. So really is take a look at those things with your game. And I talked about something that I thought went by everybody's heads like this. We said, in an average round of golf, when if you shoot par, you shoot 72, 70, that you actually golf for 70 seconds in actual golfing.
Yeah.
So all the other time is just filler. And the biggest question I asked, this is what I think went over everybody's head, including yours maybe, Chase, was for that 1 second that you made your swing, where in your golf swing did you fall asleep at?
Yeah.
In 1 second.
Yep.
And some people it's at the top of the swing, some people it's at the middle of the swing. But if you can be present and awake for that full second of the swing so that you know where you're delivering the face and an impact, it's a life-changing experience. And those are the things we want to talk about. We want to talk about how to get up and down out of a bad lie, out of a good lie, out of a sand trap.
Yeah.
We want to talk about the flighting the ball. We want to talk. We really want to bring those scoring opportunities when the shots don't come off as easily, unless they stacks. I mean, Tiger Woods was brilliant. Didn't you think this last week in the tournament?
It was amazing watching him.
But he didn't hit every green in regulation. No. He'll even at the last few holes in the round of golf, he was chipping all over the place.
Yeah.
He got up and down and made some great putts, I thought.
Yeah. There was Tiger. He's able to get out of trouble. I mean, he's really good at doing it. And there was one hole I was watching this last Sunday when he won. It was his par 5, and he hooked it. It was what was it? The
left, yeah.
16th hole par 5, I think it was, and it went really left. And I have a hate-love relationship with listening to the commentators because just what they say. He's always in trouble, and he's not gonna have a shot. And he gets up there and he pulls this 3-wood out and just kills this slice right back into play. And
yeah, matter of fact, he was playing against Graham
McDowell. Graham McDowell.
Yeah. And what does he do? He hits a second shot in the bunker.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, Tiger's in perfect position in the middle of the fairway with a little chip in, and he's got to play it out of a bunker. Just has to work to get a par.
He just works the ball so well, and it's just fun to watch him. Just because he can, if he has a slice, just this huge slice, he can do that or hook it or whatever. He can just get around things, and it's really amazing to watch that. But he can get out of trouble pretty easily.
I actually played a little bit today with a guy that is, and he made some good points today. One of the pros at the golf course. He talked about his ball flight is a right to left, so he's a drawer of the ball. So for him, it was important to take out the right side of the golf course. Some guys will hit a fade, and I think more tour players are hitting that little fade a little bit, and they want to take the left side of the golf course out of play, and that's how they play it. But you get a guy like Tiger, he hits it right or left at command, and look at my favorite, oh my gosh, Bubba Watson. A guy can't hit a straight ball. He's impossible. He couldn't hit a straight shot. But he can get the ball working left or right like better than anybody.
Yeah.
And that's kind of fun to watch. And those are what in the olden days when woods were actually made of wood, guys like Jack Nicklaus, that's what he did. I mean, and he essentially, I read some of the things he talked about. He talked about playing in contention. He let everyone shoot themselves out of the tournament. Yeah. He just did consistent things well.
Yeah.
And I think that's that's gone unsaid a lot for a guy like him, and a lot of people even don't realize this, but Sports Illustrated picked their athlete of the century. This is for all of from 1900 to 2000, with all the great athletes that were out there. And Sports Illustrated chose Jack Nicklaus.
Oh, wow.
As Sportsman of the Century. To me, that just says volumes for what he's accomplished. And then now he's just, one of the guys that hits the first drive off the tee at the Masters. Just like Gene Sarazen it was, and my favorite, Sam Snead. So we're all going to have our new favorites. Guys out there like Ricky Fowler. I mean, guys love Ricky Fowler, but no offense for you guys who love the guy. I love the way he dresses. I wish I could dress like that.
Yeah, me too.
I wish my hair would look like that, as I know you do too. But he hasn't won anything.
Yeah.
It's not the mark of how well you do out there anymore. It's the mark of what you win, and that's what it brings to it.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, I just finished a book while I was on vacation last week about Billy Casper. It's a new autobiography that he put out called The Big Three and Me. The Big Three, of course, being Jack Nicklaus, Arnold Palmer, and Gary Player, who were all signed by IMG. And Billy Casper originally was signed by IMG, but when his agent split off from them, he went away from IMG. And but Billy Casper never really got his due. He was one of his records are unparalleled, and he's just sort of an afterthought, just that odd weirdo out there that ate buffalo meat. Oh yeah, look at this. I love Billy Casper, by the way.
Billy Casper.
1970 Masters winner, but here's a guy that won close to 60 tournaments. Another thing that I didn't know about Billy Casper is that he was the second tour player to reach $1 million in career earnings.
Wow.
The first was?
No.
Arnold Palmer.
Oh.
And so the guy had game.
Yeah.
And he won a tournament every year and here's a guy that's sort of an afterthought, it seems like, in the golf world. But if you get a chance to look at what Billy Casper's done, take a look. He's not just the guy that shot 100, in the Masters at an old age, but there's reasons for everything. He was an incredible golfer.
Yeah. Yep.
Just my 2 cents.
No, that's good.
Yeah.
Well, I think we'll end it there. Keep talking your heads off, but I think we're gonna do something like this. If you guys like this, I think we're gonna do question and answer maybe once a week.
Well, why don't we just take a look at and take the comments that guys bring in that you have in there. We'll actually read the comments with the person that gave us those comments, and then just have a discussion, Chase, about those things. And some of them we'd want to look at on the golf course.
Yeah.
We've had people that said that one of their issues is hitting a fairway bunker shot. The most difficult shot in golf isn't a fairway bunker shot, but a longer bunker shot, like a 50-yard. That's kind of a really difficult golf shot. But we'll talk about that. I loved the comment about I really sort of feel like I break down under pressure.
Right.
That's a brilliant comment. I think we could talk about that. I certainly have some comments on all of those things, and we'll just show those on the golf course sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes we'll just sit here. This is my office at home. I'm surrounded by a lot of my own personal golf memorabilia and things that I've collected over my life. We just love the game. That's all it is. There's golf and there's life, and pretty much that's about it.
Yeah.
They're about the same for us.
Yep. So leave your comments below if you have some questions or whatever you guys want to hear. We'll be doing this more often, and we'll also take those questions to the golf course.
Yeah.
And try and help you guys out the best we can with filling in those missing links for your game.
Exactly.
And so we want to help you play better and play smarter, and
at the same time we can learn ourselves.
Yeah, we're also learning. I'm not the greatest golfer, and I try to get out as much as I can, but work and family kind of takes it out sometimes, and we do what we can, and we'll learn and grow with you guys. But keep asking those questions and subscribe. We love our subscribers. I mean, as you can tell, we're going to give you guys more stuff every month, and
we'll make some good stuff.
We'll get some good stuff. We'll try and get some good stuff for you guys. Hey, if you guys want anything or anything else you need to know or any questions, just leave them below. And if you haven't subscribed yet, hit that button up there, and you guys will be informed as to when our videos come out.
Yep.
We'll have some this week. We're going to film maybe some playing vlogs, get on the course, and also some another video of some sort. Maybe we'll talk a little bit about pressure and stuff on the golf course, and do something out there for you guys.
I think that's a pretty good place to start.
All right. Well, thanks for watching, and I guess we'll see you guys next time.
Yep.
And see you.